morning. This is African Free Press Television, where we report Africa from a refreshing perspective. My name is Leo Oketa, and these are the stories we're tracking for you this moment. A prosecution witness and former wealth manager with the Destra Investment Limited, a commercial resource management company, has told the court how Mr. Olisah Metuh allegedly gave her the sum of $2 million and how she managed the funds for him. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission opened its case against the National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, Mr. Olisah Metuh, at the Federal High Court in Abuja on Monday. Led in evidence, the first prosecution witness, one Miss Nicole Ararume, told the court that she received $2 million in $100 bills from him, which she took to two Bureau de Change companies for onward transfer to the Asset and Resources Management account of Mr. Metuh and his company, Destra Investment Limited. The lawyer to Mr. Metuh asked for an adjournment for him to prepare materials required for cross-examination, but the judge refused to adjourn the cross-examination of the prosecution witness on the grounds that there was no cogent reason before the court to do so. And consequently, a second witness, the owner of the Bureau de Change company, was invited to testify, and he corroborated with first witness's testimony. He recounted how he received half of the said fund and transferred same to the account of Mr. Metuh. Former Nigerian Minister of Finance, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, has reacted to the call by a senior advocate of Nigerian human rights lawyer, Mr. Femi Falana, for her arrest and prosecution. Mr. Falana had approached the International Criminal Court demanding the trial of the former minister for alleged involvement in the $2.1 billion arms deal. Now, the former minister, through her media advisor Col Nnamdi, has reacted to the position held by Mr. Falana. She said that as a strong transparency advocate and anti-corruption fighter, she had nothing to do with the $2.1 billion arms deal controversy. And she further went on to say that she was not in government when most of the Abacha funds were recovered. The former minister noted that she left strong legacies as a champion of transparency and the fight against corruption while in government. This, she said, resulted to the kidnapping of her mother at a certain time. The Nigerian army says it has killed 14 Boko Haram militants and recovered large arms in Yobe State, northeast Nigeria. The General Officer commanding 3rd Division of the Nigerian Army, Major General Mohammed, disclosed this to reporters in Damaturu, the capital of Yobe State. Major General Aliyu disclosed that one soldier sustained a minor injury during the operation and is currently being treated. The GOC added that the insurgents had attacked Babangida town in Tamuwa local government area, where they went away with 2 Hilux vehicles belonging to the police and also burnt down a telecommunications mast in the area. According to him, security forces went after the terrorists and caught 2 of them alive, while several others ran away with gunshot wounds. And a federal high court in Abuja has fixed Friday for ruling on the bail application of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra and director of Radio Biafra. Mr. M.U. Udechukwu, senior advocate of Nigeria, who took the lead arguments for Kanu's bail, urged the court to release him, stating that the alleged offense is a bailable one. Udechukwu argued that the Criminal Justice Act 2015 stipulated bail for anyone not accused of a capital offense. He said that the offense Kanu was accused of committing is a civil issue, adding that the right to agitate is guaranteed in a democracy. And the federal government says it is aware that those who mismanage the wealth of the country have been using their influence to frustrate its anti-corruption campaign. Speaking in Lagos on Sunday, Lai Mohammed, Minister of Information and Culture, said the current administration would not be discouraged by the ploy of its opponents, describing as an incentive the commendation which John Kerry, U.S. Secretary of State, gave to President Muhammadu Buhari on his anti-graft fight. Mohammed said the battle must be won for the nation to achieve sustainable growth. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation mega station at the Central Business District in Abuja has been caught by fire. A member of the staff at the mega station who preferred anonymity told the news agency of Nigeria on Monday that the fire started around 10 p.m. when a tanker was discharging fuel to tanks of the petrol station. The source revealed that neither casualty nor injury was recorded, but noted that some sections of the filling station were affected by the inferno. It added that the fact that it was weekend and late in the evening reduced the risk of casualties and significant damage. He said the officers and men of the Federal Fire Service Abuja were around to tackle the fire and helped in preventing it from spreading to neighboring buildings. Some eyewitnesses confirmed that the swift response of the fire service saved the situation. And the former Nigerian Minister of Petroleum Resources, Mrs. Diziani Alison Madueke, has strongly stated that she performed excellently with the right qualifications while in office, as opposed to people's view that she was controversial. She noted that people often hate others for knowing so much and for being efficient and confident, which they mistake for arrogance. She made this known last year while answering questions fielded by the CEO for Vision magazine, Mr. Dele Momodu, in London. Mrs. Madueke went on to say that their government had to confront so many challenges, including oil theft and general insecurity. She, however, noted that some of those in office then delivered responsibly, while a few breached the faith and wasted the opportunities handed to them by President Jonathan. And now on the foreign scene, at least 25 people are reported to have been killed after suicide bombers struck a town in northern Cameroon near the border with Nigeria. A local official said many of those who died had been in the market in Boko. At least 3 suicide bombers were said to be involved. The Nigerian-based militant group Boko Haram is suspected of carrying out the attack. Last month, 2 female suicide bombers blew themselves up in Boko. Cameroon is part of a regional coalition fighting Boko Haram, along with Nigeria, Niger, Chad, and Benin. Although the militants have been driven from most of the areas they controlled in the northeastern Nigeria, they have continued to carry out suicide bombings and raids into neighboring countries. And still on the foreign scene, the Republican candidate for president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, on Saturday said his supporters are so loyal that he would not lose backers even if he were to shoot someone in the middle of downtown Manhattan. Trump has previously boasted about the devotion of his fans, but the new comment is the most extreme example of such a remark. A recent NBC News survey monkey poll suggested that Trump supporters, once decided, are likely to stay with him. About half of respondents backing the real estate mogul said they were absolutely certain that they will vote for Trump. And now in sports, Manchester United manager Louis van Gaal will take training at Carrington on Tuesday morning as his future at the club remains uncertain. Van Gaal returned to the Netherlands to celebrate his daughter's birthday following Saturday's 1-0 home defeat to Southampton, with players given the day off from training on Monday. In his absence, United Chief Executive Ed Woodward held talks with a number of players and senior figures at Old Trafford to discuss Van Gaal and recent performances, with United now 5 points behind 4th place Tottenham and 10 behind leaders Leicester City. And these are the stories we're tracking for you coming from African Free Press Television this morning. For more stories, please do log on to our website at www.africanfreepress.com. Follow us on Twitter at African Free Press, like our Facebook page at africanfreepress.com. Join us in our discussions on various interesting topics at African Free Press Forum, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at African Free Press. My name is Leo Oketa. Do enjoy the rest of your day.